Well, this is Dr. Von Mad, and I'm going to show you something else of what we're going to try today. Well, I had this old model kit I built years ago back in the 90s, and as you can see, it got kind of banged around. It's missing you can see right here, it's missing 2 plates here. One broke off here, one broke off here, one completely tore out right here. Now, fortunately for me, we have this one still here, and I will glue it back here in its time. And get it into its spot. See, it actually kind of fits right there. We're also missing another one here. And let's see here, which way does this thing go on? No. But yeah, see, it fits in like that, and you're missing another plate right here. And on the tail, you can see it's missing a couple of thagamizers. So what we're going to do, if I can be so bold as to get this tripod here in place, I'll show you exactly what we propose to do. We've got some Sculpey here. This stuff actually is proving to be extremely useful. Got some tools. Now what I'm going to do, we're going to make the equipment. Now right now I'm going to start off with the thagamizers. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll out the thags. Just basically very simple. You need 2 of those guys, so we're going to make a couple of thags. And then we'll have to test them up against the stegosaurus' tail to make sure they're going to fit. It's going to have to be cut down just a hair. There we go. We test this other one now. And it's a little bit short too, or a little bit too long too, so we'll cut it off. Just a hair. Now, roughly the same size. That'll do it. Now that's the thagamizers. Now we're going to try to make some of these plates now. I'm going to start with that big plate right there on the hip. Well, okay, I damaged one of the thagamizers when I dropped the steg itself on top of it. Lovely. And that's what happens when you're a bit of a klutz. There, I fixed it. Now, we're going to glue that plate back on, but right now what we're going to do is we're going to make another one. So what we're going to do is we're going to get another big one of these. Now, you can see which one's missing because this one here matches. And get this one into its spot here. There we go. You can see this one sort of matches this one right here. So we know there's going to be a good size ones like that one right here, right in here. So what we're going to do, because those plates are fairly thin material, what we're going to do is make it kind of widen it out. Now just gradually work it out. That'll do it. Now, if you'll notice, and you probably can't see it as well, there's like some little tiny grooves and indentations right there. Now what we're going to do with that, how we're going to do that, we're going to come along with the flat edge tool. Just kind of make some hints at it right in there. Now, it's going to be that one. We're going to make a couple of the smaller ones now. Now these little tiny ones up here on the neck, you can see I'm missing like 2 up here on the neck. They're going to be ultra small, so they're going to be a very, very hard one to mold and probably a very hard one to do. So, but they'll be kind of like that. You don't have to put a whole lot of detail on these little ones because they're so small that you're not going to see very much. Now we'll go and do a couple of these moderately sized ones that are somewhere, these two right here that are missing. So, just kind of, now these we'll probably put a little bit of detail on, because it does kind of show, like so. Let's make one more like it. And we're going to go around and put those in the oven for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and paint them and glue them on. So this is Dr. Von Mad. If you like what you're seeing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll be glad to have you. Don't forget to hit the bell to get notifications, and we'll see you guys on the flip side. Well, this is Dr. Von Mad. As you can see, I've got the pieces laid out here. We're going to be using Elmer's glue instead of the hot glue because the hot glue is a bit of a hot mess. Now, what I'm going to do, I've got the stuff here to paint it, and we're also going to be doing this turtle here in a few to finish up the stegosaurus diorama. First thing we're going to do is we got this one piece here that broke out. We're going to be using the Elmer's glue. If I can get it to come out, it may end up having to be adjusted. Yeah. Hang on. Alright, now, so what we're going to do, provided I can get this glue to come out, cut. Yep, this is Dr. Von Mad. We're about to start the next phase of the painting for the repair job on the steg. And we're going to try to, first thing we're going to do is test to see how this repaired plate worked out. It's pretty sturdy, so I think we might be able to work with this. We're going to try it and see. So then the first thing we're going to do is use some of this more jack-o'-lantern orange here. Clean off our wedge brush here. And we're going to paint the other side of these plates. And I'll paint the edges when I get the sides done. We got the one little plate done. Now I'm going to try getting the other side of that little bitty one right there. Because we're also going to have to put that yellow trim that's on it. Here comes the big one right here. Now I'm trying to keep this along the grain so it's not looking like it's been cross painted. But you can see how that's looking. Now, we're going to get the glue out. We're going to try to glue these thagamizers on here before I paint them. So I'm going to try to paint them on after I get it glued in. So let's move our brush, our plates out of the way. Oh, I still have one more plate to paint, don't I? Yes, I do. Let me grab this. Just realized I'd forgotten one. See? So we're going to grab this one here. Clean off my rag. We're going to go along here. Just kind of... There we go. Lay that over here. Nope. And then lay that over here. And we'll lay these plates over here. And we're going to close up our paint. We're going to grab this Elmer's glue and I'm going to see if I can get these thagamizers to fit. You can see where I need to glue them right in here. So we got our Elmer's glue out. We're going to see if I can get this thing to stay in. I might end up having to get something a little bit stronger or do something else. But we're going to try this and see if it works. And if it don't, I may end up having to hold off on this project till we get to some stuff. So yeah, we may end up having to. See how these are rolling? Alright, I got an idea. We may end up with a jig or something, because these thagomizers are not wanting to stay on. So we've got to figure out exactly how to keep them from falling off. Uh-huh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, we're going to have to get a different glue, guys. Because the Elmer's glue works for the plate, for that one plate. But we'll need something that's going to glue a little more instantaneous. I'm going to try something. I don't really want to do it, but we're going to try the hot glue on the thagomizers, because that'll hold pretty quickly. One of the advantages of hot glue while we're waiting here. First thing I'm going to do is clean off this Elmer's glue off the frame. I also did a little research as to what company made this steg. This was made in the mid-90s, and this was made by the Airfix company. So, we're going to get this going here. Let me get this glue gun fired up while we're waiting for that. But yeah, Airfix made this. I've got a couple of others here somewhere. If I can find them, I'll see if I can bring them out and show you guys. Now I did something a little bit different. I put a little modeling clay right in here because this thing had like the mouth all the way back, and Stegosaurus didn't kind of have that. He had that sort of a beak going on, and then he had cheeks like, well, most other animals. So kind of filled it in a little bit right there. Now here's something else I'd like to leave you guys in the comments page to see what y'all are thinking about. Would you guys like to see me repaint this, or do you think the paint job looks pretty good as is? See if I can... What do you think, guys? See if I can move this up without this camera going off. What do you think, guys? Should I repaint it, or do you think it looks pretty swooped as it is? Alright, let me see if this glue gun's ready. Nope, not quite. Still warming up a piece. In a minute here, we're going to be starting to work on this, on the Stegosaurus thing, and then we'll start working on the T-Rex thing. We're going to do a few things different with it, so because it's in the Cretaceous rather than the Jurassic like the Steg was. But we will be finishing a diorama here momentarily in a little bit here. I just thought I'd kind of throw this out there because we've been doing so much with dinosaurs lately. It's kind of like Granddad with his kites and his parachutes. We'll put a little glue right in here. The glue may be still a little bit cold. I hope not, but we'll see. So I really don't want a bunch of threads sticking up. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull this glue. I'm gonna have to wait for it to get a little bit warmer. Let's try it again. Now, let that dry for a few minutes. We'll kill the glue gun. Maybe that'll hold it. We're going to try it and see. But you can see he's now got four thagomizers. Now for the paint job on this one, since it's already dark, we don't have to do a whole lot of paint on it. I'll turn this up here so I don't blind the camera. I've already unplugged the glue gun. Where is my vanilla cream flake colored paint? Ah, here we are. We're going to be using vanilla ice cream because it's kind of a bone type color. And I thought it would be just perfect for this. So we're going to may end up using the hot glue on the thing to make the paint, to glue the plates into place. Now, let's paint our thagomizers. Oh, it's still a little bit loose. It may not hold. I have to add a little bit to it. So that one tail spike is not one to hold. See how it's wiggling? May have to pull it. See, that just popped right off. So that ain't gonna do. Oh, both of them are popping off. Nope, we're gonna have some super glue, guys. So we'll have to finish this up when I can get some super glue, because this stuff here is not gonna cut it. Well, we tried. May try it now that this glue's a little bit warmer. We will give it one more shot. Don't really think it's gonna hold. I mean, it's already well, no. It might hold. Let's see if the brush will hold up. Let's see if it'll hold up to being painted. Because right there is the rub, you see. Let's see if it'll hold up to being painted. Because, see, therein is where the rubber meets the road, as it were. It might hold up this time. Yeah, actually. There you go. There you go. You can almost not even tell that that was ever broke, can you? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to finish this up here. See, the little plates. Let me put this glue gun back on, because I think I'm going to try to glue these little plates into place too while I'm in here, so I can get the little neck plates up here. Alright. I may have to go back in, and I'm afraid I might. I just realized I made a bit of an error. I got to. There's a bit of Thagomizer that's not painted right around the base. So we're going to hit that right quick. There you go. Once I get these plates glued in place, we'll be able to finish the work on them. So right now what we're going to do, we'll see if these plates will hold up. Now we got a couple of little tiny ones right there. Take this little tiny dude and put it in place. The glue dried too quick. Alright, let's try this again. Now let's try one more right there. We're going to put this one into place on it. I've got it upside downwards. It's so small right now, it's hard to tell. So let's peel some of this glue off. Now we're going to try getting these other two, these mid-dorsals, these mid-backs, mid-back plates right here. See if I can get them to hang on. I might have to put a little bit more glue around it. I'm probably going to have to touch it up around the base. Got to make sure this is going to stay on. Now let's roll him over. We'll put the other plate over here. We'll see if this fits. Actually, that came out nicely. And we're I'll put that one dorsal, and it's going to fit right in there. Now let's see how this works, and we'll see how well this glue holds up. There we go. Get the stringers off of it. So what do you think, guys? Can you tell it was ever damaged? I mean, you can tell a little bit. The plates are a little bit thicker in one spot than others, but it's not bad all in all. I don't think I did a bad job of repairing everything. Well, this is Dr. Von Mad. We're going to go upload this, and we'll be back with another video. And we'll see you cats on the flip side. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Give me some comments. Share these videos. Share the daylights out of them, folks, because we appreciate everything y'all do. And we'll see you guys on the flip side.